Hello, my name is Alexis Jude, and today I am going to be talking about the latest game I've been working on called Executive Executioner. Um, I have been having an issue with Unreal recently, and for whatever reason, it will not open at all. I've been trying for the past, 15 minutes. So, um, I'm just going to be going through all these pictures that I've made, because that is 99% of what I've done. And, yeah. So, here we see, the logo that I made for our game. It basically serves as our title card. I really wanted to include the axes. Those are pretty important for an executioner. And I just like the medieval style banner things, so I included those. This is on the intro screen to our game, and the start buttons are, I believe they're above and below the little cross in the middle. And that's really all there is to say about this. Next, we have my initial character designs for the main character. There's a little bit of uh, a little bit of blunder over here, but it's okay. We can just ignore that. This is his base, and from it I made his normal clothes, because originally he was going to be in plain clothes during part of the game, and this is his work clothes, the executioner clothes. Originally for this game we were going to be just using 2D visual novel style character design things, but after a little while we decided to change that. So the first few pictures that we'll be seeing are the original character designs, and then I will go through and talk about uh, the art style change and what the characters look like now. So this is our main character executioner, as I said. He has a nice axe. Not much to say about him. Moving on. This is, again, the executioner and his base and his plainclothes outfit. This one is transparent, so I can change it however I want and not have to worry about the backgrounds. This one is just to get a clear picture of it, since this one has a random layer just plopped in there. This one is a bigger picture of the main executioner. He has his axe. It's not colored in very well, but this was just like a rough draft, really. It wasn't going to be actually in the game like this. I was still going to make minor, design changes, and of course get rid of all these colors that are outside the lines. But here's our executioner, wearing a hood and purple that is supposed to be similar to black, but I didn't want to use completely black because that makes things hard to see. And it adds a little bit of color to our world that is otherwise completely brown. Over here, we see the original prisoner designs and my ideas for how to make the prisoners unique without having to redraw it a lot of times. This one is Prisoner Body 1. I did not get to Prisoner Body 2 before we changed the art style, but my original idea was to have a couple of different body types with different facial expressions, and the hair would be dropped onto the head, and different accessories dropped onto the head, and maybe different clothes or something to give it a little bit more uniqueness, but without adding a lot of work. This idea was partially kept, but partially scrapped, mostly because of time constraints. The prisoners now are still unique, but, well, partially unique, but I did not have this drag and drop style thing, though I kind of wanted to do it, but it just didn't happen that way. Over here is the base for this body, in case I wanted to make more. Over here are the prisoners colored. Again, it's not completely finished. There's still outlines not correct and colors falling outside the lines. But this is what the prisoners would have looked like if we kept the original art style. And yeah. This is just the text box that the text goes in, where the characters talk and such. Nothing special really, but I made it, so it's here. It matches the color scheme, and it's pixely, so it matches our game, our theme, all that stuff. This one is our new executioner, sorry. After a while, we decided that the 2D art style over here didn't really match the pixel backgrounds. We were originally going for a more Fire Emblem feel with pixely backgrounds but 2D sprites, or I guess profiles, but we decided we didn't really like that. So we changed all the characters to be pixely now. And this is our executioner boy. He's wearing the exact same thing as over here, just now he's in a different art style. I originally wasn't a big fan of changing the art style, mostly because it meant more work for me. However, it was certainly interesting learning how to change things into a completely different art style that I have never worked with before, and an art program that I only had very limited experience with. So, I guess it was interesting to see, you know? I do agree that the new art style matches a lot better with the art style of the backgrounds and such. So, you know, I don't regret doing all this. I think if I do say so myself, I think that the characters look okay. And here we are getting into the different prisoner characters. There are multiple of them, and for this one I had a similar idea as earlier. Have a couple of different body types, but just change the hair, the skin color, the expression, stuff like that. Stuff that would make it unique, but without adding too much work for our short time period. So yeah, here's a good selection of prisoners. And then this one is a unique boy. This one is a small child. He is about 9 years old. We or I, I'm not sure which is the true case, are probably mildly sadistic, and we really like sad stories. And we decided it would be an interesting idea to have a small child be on the execution block. So I made one. And here he is. He is small, he's innocent, or is he? That's up to the player to decide. I guess there's not much to say about this one, other than it was an interesting time to create. It kind of hurt putting him in the game and executing him and all that, but it'd be that way sometimes. This one is also a unique character, as this one is the executioner's son. his crime is that he stole jewelry from some nobles or something, because your family, your character's family is not rich. In fact, they are very poor, and that leads the son to a life of crime. And he gets caught, and you have to decide whether or not he should be executed or not. In our trailer, we show him being executed, of course, because, again, we like sad endings and all that. And, yep, there he is, our beautiful son. And there's the logo again, but this time without words. So if we really wanted to, we could probably put other stuff in here. I don't know what, but I'm sure we could find something. Oh, and this is just a joke. I don't really know why I made it. I just thought it would be fun. So yeah, that was a review, or I guess an overview, of the character art in Executive Executioner. I was the one who did all of this art stuff. Though a different member of my team was the one who did the environment art stuff. I did the character art stuff, and we put it together, and it's beautiful. I also chose the song that would go in the trailer, and I kind of helped. I played a large part in the storyboard of the trailer. I'm especially proud of the ending, where the son is pleading with the father not to kill him, but sometimes you just gotta do your job, man. And yeah, I don't think there's much else to say about all of this. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed our game, and goodbye.